Ladies and gentlemen, greetings and salutations. My name is Anderson, the Educated Gamer, and today we have for you Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition for the PS4. How is it enhanced? I don't know. Usually you'd go down to Los Angeles, talk to Doc Hollywood, get a nip and a tuck, and it'd be all nice, shiny, and new. But Larian Studios, for the consoles, they've decided to add a bit more than that, a bit more useful nips and tucks for the gaming audience. So Divinity, the original Divinity, Original Sin, came out about a year and a half ago for the PC only. And it was actually one of a few of these sort of old school Kickstartered RPGs. The other two being, or the other two notable ones being Wasteland 2 and Pillars of Eternity. I'm sure there's quite a few. Wasteland 2, I believe, from In Exile, the folks who did the original Fallout, and Pillars of Eternity by Obsidian, who I believe also worked on a Fallout. They've done other recent RPG titles, some interesting ones. Of course, most people are aware of Fallout New Vegas and Alpha Protocol, most infamously. So, you know, these guys definitely know their RPGs, and they decided, hey, why not go back to our roots? Let's go back to actually what made us famous in the first place, which was this sort of heavily story-driven, heavily D&D kind of stat-based character creation, combat gameplay. You know, that we've seen before, or that we haven't seen nowadays. Not to say, you know, the RPGs that we have nowadays are bad, but definitely Divinity and Wasteland and Pillars, these are kind of RPGs we haven't seen for a long while. I believe definitely, though, Divinity Original Sin was the most successful of those three. It sold, I believe, a year ago, I saw something of it selling about 500,000 copies. I'm sure it sold quite a bit more since then. It will definitely sell a bit more now that it's on consoles, where there really isn't this kind of RPG experience. You know, we've got Fallout 4 coming up. You know, definitely you've got Final Fantasies and your Dark Souls here representing RPGs on the consoles, but nothing really quite like this. A classic throwback with a more modern touch, definitely a more modern technology behind it. For the Enhanced Edition, they decided to add quite a bit of stuff. I'm not going to go through the full list of things that they've added into this thing, but the most notable one was a reworked story, which was a complaint that quite a few people had. The story wasn't bad from what I've heard. It just wasn't quite as good as perhaps the storylines definitely in Pillars of Eternity, which had an amazing story, amazing writing, and Wasteland 2. The one thing this game is definitely known for, though, is the combat, which apparently has also been reworked. So, you know, that's really good to hear, since the combat originally in Original Sin, that sounds very interesting, the original Sin, was already pretty top-notch. They've also added full voiced lines for every bit of dialogue in the game. And for games like this, there is a ton of dialogue. So that's a nice change. That not only will you know, do you have the text on the screen for you, but if you want to just listen, you know, to the story unfold for you, you can also do that. And certainly there's also been a couple of other gameplay tweaks and twerks. I don't think twerks is quite the right word there. But basically, then they've done quite a bit of overhaul, which I suppose justifies, or to them justifies, the $60 price tag for this. I'm not complaining, though. You know, we need these kind of titles on consoles. We need to show, I think, developers that yes, there is a market for this kind of RPG on a or in a living room setting. So we'll go ahead and jump into new game here right now, and let's see what we got. Single player, definitely. There is multiplayer in this game, allowing you to do couch co-op or online co-op. Not going to be doing any of that for this playthrough. This is going to be a, you know, solo only playthrough. So basically, I have no one to blame but myself for my utter failure. And failure most definitely is coming. Here, I believe we have the difficulty modes. Explorer mode. So if you prefer story and exploration over being challenged in combat, this is a difficulty for you. I imagine this is the easy mode. Definitely not going to take that. We don't really want to just breeze through it. And since, the story mode or the story wasn't, anything to write home about, or what other people said it wasn't anything to write home about, we'll go ahead and skip that one. Classic mode, the classic Divinity experience. You'll need your wits about you, and both in and out of combat. I'm guessing this is just normal mode. I believe, I played this for a few hours on the PC about a year or so ago, and it was plenty difficult as is in classic mode. So definitely, having your wits about you both in and out of combat is a fair statement to make. Tactician mode. The foes you'll meet will be cunning, relentless, and come in greater numbers. They'll bombard you with nasty tricks and surprises that the Explorer and Classic modes don't feature. Not for the faint of heart. So if you play Pillars of Eternity, this really sounds like, I forget what the name of that mode was, but there was a mode in Pillars of Eternity that did something just like this. I believe they don't adjust the damage modifiers for these games, because realistically that is the laziest way to actually do or to handle difficulty. It's the way a lot of these modern RPGs do handle difficulty, in that the only difficulty is that you do less damage and enemies do more damage, which is not a fun experience whatsoever. Instead, it looks like what Divinity and Obsidian have decided to do is they said, we'll just make the enemies smarter. We'll give them more abilities, and they'll use those abilities much in the same way that you would probably use the abilities yourself. So I think this sounds like a really good mode for us to start. But let's take a look at what Honor mode actually is. Failure is not an option. Up the stakes by adding but a single save game, so that the already highly challenging Tactician mode, or to the already highly Tactician mode. If your entire party perishes, the save game will be erased and your quest will be well and truly over. No, thank you, sir. I'll pass. Honor mode is big time because they spelled honor in the old English style of it. This to me is for one of those playthroughs that is very specific. How long can I survive in Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition? And I don't think we're going to do that. I do want the challenge of Tactician mode, but I don't want the, masochism that definitely, or the sadomasochism that is inherent, I feel like, in Honor mode. So I think we're going to go ahead and just stick with Tactician mode. I think this is going to provide plenty of challenge for ourselves. Hopefully not too much of a challenge where, you're just getting frustrated. Although, obviously, it can't, I don't want to say it can't be that much of a challenge, because definitely somebody has had to have beaten this game on Tactician mode. But I feel like we're up to the challenge. We'll try this out. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into Tactician mode and start. I do want to give a fair warning here. I have already looked at the character creation screen. I do know exactly the kind of characters I want to make here. I didn't want to spend, an hour to an hour and a half like I did in my playthrough about a year ago in Original Sin. I'm trying to get the exact perfect hairstyle and body type, and then, going deep into the trait system and figuring out exactly what kind of character you want. I don't think that'd be a very interesting first episode to do. So off camera, before I did all this, I did take a look at the character creation so that I could get a good idea of what kind of character I actually want. So the first character that I'm going to do, she's going to be my heavy DPS mage, and we will name her, let's see, we'll make her, well, she's going to be using fire and earth, so why not just call her Mother Earth? Yeah, we'll call this one Mother Earth. Actually, that kind of sounds a little lame. No, we're not going to do that. We'll just call her Lady Joanna, actually. That just came to me. Like a stroke of genius. We'll call her Lady Joanna. Oh, Joanna's right there. That's good. Lady Joanna. I don't know why I did that. And we'll get done there. Appearance. If she is going to be earthy, no AI. We'll make her have... she's going to be a kind of a feisty one. Yeah, maniac. Yeah, Maniac I think is good. She'll be she'll be that sounds like a good voice. She's gonna be kind of like a loose cannon type of character. I think, and she's gonna be a little earthy. August Sun, that's a good color. That is a really good color. Head, I'm not gonna mess too much with these heads. But the hair, yeah, we'll go ahead and go with these cornrows. You know, kind of earthy. Although I don't know why she would be a lady if she's earthy like this, but kind of earthy. You know, I don't want to say salt of the earth, but rugged in her own way. Sun-kissed brown, I kind of like that. Oh boy, underwear. We'll give her the shortened tights, and for portrait, see if we can find some brown hair for the portraiture. That's one of the things I do not like about these games is that it doesn't quite give you the portrait that matches the character you've created. I wish they could take like a snapshot of her head right now and kind of make that be the portrait that she has. We'll go with this since that's about the closest I can get to what she looks like. Right, a little bit of brown skin, bronzed quality. In terms of starting skills, we're going to make her, let's see, from the abilities, we'll say Geomancer and get rid of Witchcraft and add Pyrokinetic. Why are we adding Pyrokinetic? Because Pyrokinetic is the fire-based class in this game. Geomancer is the earth-based class, and earth and fire work exceptionally well together. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. They work incredibly well together. So we want these two, especially if she's going to be doing most of the damage, and she definitely is. In terms of skills, I don't want Pet Pal, I don't want Walk It Off. She needs to reach the enemy, you know, wherever they can go, wherever they are. So definitely want Far Out Man, which increases the range of my spells and scrolls by 2 meters, which doesn't sound like much, but it definitely is. And since she is a maniac, since she is, you know, kind of weird like that, we're going to give her Know-It-All, which increases her intelligence by 1, but makes her aptitude, or her, not her aptitude, but her attitudes toward other people a lot lower. In terms of skills, we're going to go ahead and give her Flare, which is a long-range fire ability that sets a warm status, but it will also... it should also set fire, I believe, to any surface that she's attacking. Right, so it can burn targets that are already warm. So you could use fire twice to burn someone, and they can target terrain to create a fire surface, burn, ooze, or oil, evaporate water, or melt ice. Okay, so definitely we're going to take Flare. And then down in the Geomancer skill tree, I think I do want Summon Spider. And do I have one more? Yeah, we have one more. And I want to also get... I think I'm going to go for Midnight Oil. Boulder Bash does 14 to 16 earth damage, and it hits people in a radius, but Midnight Oil has the potential to create a slick surface in a very large radius, and I can use it more often, and I can use the flare to set that on fire. So we're going to go ahead and take Midnight Oil for this. And so Lady Joanna is done. For the other character, we want them to be sort of our healing support class. So I think I might name her, or them, we'll name them Mother Oakheart. That sounds like a very matronly name. And Oakheart might actually already be in here. Yeah, it is, because I already messed around with this character creator. So we'll do Mother Oakheart. Or actually, not Mother Oakheart. Let's do Sister Oakheart. I think that's a nicer name. We'll do Sister Oakheart. Yeah, Sister Oakheart sounds a little bit better. You know, it kind of gives a more convent sort of personality, not personality, but Like she's a nun from a covenant of some sorts. Let's see. No AI. No, we want her to be a. We'll have her priestly, and we'll give her.
Detonate that explosive from a distance.
Sure, you can. We'll give her the wizard's voice. Golden touch sounds about right. Head looks about right, but I want to give her like. There's one head with a tiara. It is that. There we go. We want that for the head. For the hair, nice and cropped. Well, let's see what other hair options we have. Oh, I like that one. Slightly over the eye. Not jet black. We're gonna make it kind of nice and white. Sure, we'll give you the Wonder Woman. Underoos, and for class type, we definitely need her to have a wand starting out. So we're going to give you. We'll make her also a wizard, but I don't want her to have the fire torch. No, that's the earth one. So that's okay. So we'll make her a witch, and we'll give her for her attributes, for her abilities, she is not gonna have the geomancer. She will keep the witchcraft, and we will also give her the hydrosophist. And I want to take out personality and remove charisma from her personality, although we might put it back in. Remove lore master, since we're going to get a companion that actually will already have lore master in, and we will give her. We want to add actually back in another skill tree, so she will be the Aetherage is the air skill tree. Hydrosophist is the water. They've got some nice healing spells, and the Witchcraft, I believe, is mostly debuff focus. It looks like we have actually one more to pick. So do I want to? We'll give her Telekinesis to make some stealing easier. And for talents, I definitely want her to be Pet Pal, so she can actually talk to. She can talk to animals, which is going to be very useful. And I'll go ahead and give her, let's give her Far Out Man as well. So we'll give both of the mages Far Out Man so that their spells reach a longer distance. And in terms of skills, we're gonna definitely take regeneration. We want to take this off since we don't have. I believe this Oath of Desecration, and increases your damage, but I think that's only for melee. And we're going to take off Vampiric Touch. We're going to add in Malediction, and we're going to add in Teleportation. So what Teleportation is very important because it allows us. For me, it's more of an environmental spell. It would allow us to get around certain areas a lot easier. It will allow us to get around certain areas easier and allow us to. Manipulate the environment a bit, and you'll see that in action in a little bit. So Malediction, Teleportation, and Regeneration. So this is good. And they all, I believe, have the Staff of Magus. Let's see. Well, you know what? I don't think. Well, let me see. Can she get a Wind Wand? Yeah, that's fine. Can she get a Wind Wand? Let's see. Battle Mage, Cleric. I know I said this was going to be a quick one, but that completely changed. No, she cannot get a Wind Wand. So we'll, or an Air Wand, or Air Staff actually. So we'll go ahead and rechange those again. Yeah, we'll need to readjust these one more time. Aetherage, one out of Charisma, Hydrosophist, Craftsman. We want to take one out of Lore Master, give her that 1 point back to. Telekinesis, Pet Pal, take off Walk It Off, Far Out Man, and grab Regeneration for some heals. Take these two off, get Malediction, and we want Teleportation. Okay. So we're good. Yeah, this is good. This is good. So we'll go back. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Sister Oakheart, Lady Joanna, I think we are ready to go. All right. Start game. Options. Are you sure? Oh, no. Actually, I want to change that portrait. Yeah, let's change that portrait. Let's find a decent one. And, of course, none of the characters have white hair. That one's closest. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, it doesn't need to look exactly like them. I mean, we know who we're dealing with here. And are you done with your characters, creations? Yes. Cool. All right.
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
And Valve, if you downloaded Half-Life 2 illegally. For that a couple years ago. Broken, buggy version of Half-Life 2 had like what, the Source engine in it. I think you played like about 10 or 15 minutes of Half-Life 2. Not a very good experience. Oh, I really like this. What is this? The animated still art, I guess.
We're close to shore. I don't envy you going there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry and out for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in. Source in a city like Sicil, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings.
These guys are rugged as hell.
We'll be happy to hear
Rugged pirates.
Sicil. But there's trouble offshore.
Sweet jacket, though.
So we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
Da, 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 la, 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 Divinity Original Sin. Alright, so a quick and dirty, hey, this is what's going on in the world of Riverlon. Apparently we are Source Hunters, and we're looking for a sorcerer. Get it? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But, well, I guess we're not looking for a Source Hunter. We're looking to investigate a murder that may have been caused by a sorcerer. And we're being dumped out unceremoniously right on a beach. Welcome to Divinity Original Sin. Move your characters around with L. You got it. Basic camera controls. Rotate the camera around your characters with R. Zoom in and out with up and down R. Got it. Okay. So this is my action bar, I guess, down there. Wait, what can I do with this? Hotbar. Move the cursor to an item or skill and press X to use it. Well, I want to use it right now. Summon an undead warrior, resurrect skull, flee. Definitely be using this, I'd imagine, several times during this game. I don't like this setup though. We're gonna be using probably these two quite a bit. No, this one quite a bit. This one only has a 1-turn cooldown. So I'm guessing this is going to be your bread and butter attack. This is your fire. So let's set this to let's set this to the Staff of Magus. This is 5-turn cooldown. I think the other one had a 5-turn cooldown as well. skill screen. This is skill screen. If you want to learn more skills, you need to find or buy skill books. Skills belong to various categories. Oh god, I was not speed reading that, you buffoon. Flare. Toggle info. This is a 5-turn cooldown, 4-turn cooldown, 5. Oh wow, they're both 5-turn cooldowns. This one costs 7. This one costs 5. So you're definitely not going to be using those in the same round, I don't think. Definitely probably using Midnight Oil in the same round. So it'd probably be Midnight Oil and Flare. 5 and 4, that's 9. Okay. So we'll do Midnight Oil there, and then we'll do Flare here. Okay. How do I get to the other one? L1 does nothing. R1 does nothing. Oh, L2. Okay, L2. Yeah, you. Okay. Cool. She also has a Staff of Magus. That's sweet. Teleportation, probably using less often. 4 use. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the same thing here. Set you to Staff of Magus. Regeneration probably won't be using every turn, so we can set you to Malediction. Probably using this quite often, which oh good, 4 turns cooldown. That's not bad. 5-turn cooldown, and this one has a 9 turns cooldown. Wow, heavy stuff. You know what? I just realized that I didn't actually take a look at any of my attributes, so maybe change those to maybe increase or decrease some of those attributes. That's okay. I think they probably did a pretty decent job with this. Now, they both get Resurrect Skull and a Summon Undead Warrior Skull. Cool. Okay. That doesn't really matter who's in the lead, I don't think. So having played this before, I kind of know what to do. Well, not the controls. Okay. Hold. Whoa. Oh, boy. I think it said R2. Okay. Oh, cool. Log. A mysterious murder. Nice. Oof, that was a long autosave. A source hunter's journey, ready for our first assignment. Seems the murder of Counselor Jake is a clear-cut case of sorcery, and we're ready to nab the perpetrator. Okay. Secrets, no secrets. Dialogue, no dialogue. Combat log, I picked up a broad skull. Tutorials, okay. Basic, a basic gold, a basic,
I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the
talking.
west. I'd mistake this for a pleasant.
Sure it is. It's like Waikiki.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Oh, good. I'm glad they sound different. A shell. I'll pick up a shell. Well, let's take a look at what some of these other... What options do we have? Controls. Oh, here we go. R button, toggle tooltips. Rotate camera, selector mode. Tactical view, up, down, sneak. Force split screen, unnecessary since we're not doing co-op. Hold for party selection. Okay, hold panel selection. Next item enemy, previous item enemy. Map, toggle. Okay, cool. I think I got all that. Map. Selector. Okay, this is... Oh, cool. So this is...
Is that a corpse?
This is basically like a mouse.
What's it doing here?
What? Did you expect it to have an
Let's open you up. Let's open this fat bastard up. Traveler's Journal. By the looks of it, this book took a tumble down some cliffs. Oh. Books. Hold R2 to open the panel selection radio. Point the L in the direction of the inventory panel to open it. Use L to move the cursor over the book and press X to read it. Okay. Inventory. Inventory screen is your inventory where everything you pick up is stored. Press square to find out what you can do with objects. So what can we do with the Traveler's Journal? Well, we can read it. June R. 21st. Rejoice, for the statues have granted my wish. Their whimsical nature, however, must not be taken lightly. So before I soar through the sky like an eagle, I shall attempt a mere hop from the cliffs down at the beach. This should be a small feat for the man that can fly. He was drinking or eating something beforehand. My goodness. If the experiment is successful, the sun shall be my next target. He had really lofty goals. He was either going to fly off a cliff or fly into the sun. I don't think either worked out for him at all. Oh boy. Oh, we got a log entry. Let's see here. The talking statues. We learned from the diary of a dead man that he jumped off a cliff believing that some whimsical statues had granted him the ability to fly. Poor bastard. God damn. What is this? A rain scroll. Okay. You picked up a rain scroll, magic scroll. As you found a magic scroll with it, you can cast spells you haven't yet learned. So let's take a look at that. I'm guessing what the inventory. Rain scroll, toggle info. So it basically just gives us the rain ability, which is it creates water puddles on terrain, douses fires, and makes characters wet. Wet makes characters less resistant to air spells, but more resistant to fire spells. Scroll's a one-time use spell, so use to start casting. Okay. Do you want to set this to the hotbar? Can we do it? No, we cannot. That's okay. How do I get out of this? Oh, cancel. Okie dokie. What is the selector tooltip? Okay, so I think I'm pushing R3, and I think R3 highlights things in the environment. I was kind of curious where that was. I know it was, it was very easy on the PC to do this, and I was just curious how they were going to use this. Poison arrows, we'll definitely need those for the ranger character that we'll be able to get in a minute. Well, not in a minute, but once we head to town. And we've got some enemies already.
How did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
How dare you?
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Madame Conduit. Oh, they're running.
Arise,
Cowards!
dead. Seize upon our enemy.
No, don't do that. A lot of dudes. It's not too bad. Oh, I'll take that back. We are surrounded. Combat in Divinity Original Sin is played in rounds. Everything you do in combat costs action points, which you receive each round. Your turn ends when you have no AP left. Okay, got it. So, the order of the portraits from left to right determines in what order the combatants will take their turns. Got it. Okay, this is your hotbar. Press A to open, or triangle to open and close it. So, what I would like to do is immediately use teleport to move one of these guys over, and you'll see why in a minute. So I'm going to teleport this guy over here. Oh, target's blocked. Don't be blocked. Yeah, that's good. Move you over here. Oh, cool. It creates a sort of shockwave. Because they both got two of them got damaged. End your turn by holding circle. The AP you have left will be saved for your next turn. Understood. Okay. Yeah, end my turn. It's Joanna's turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... So this costs 4. It'll leave me with 5 left. And this only costs 5. So I can cast both of... No, this costs 3. This costs 5. She has 8 total right now, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, she has 8 total. So yeah, we'll go ahead and use this. So this is why I wanted to teleport him away from me, so that I could use this Midnight Oil ability. So now they're oiled up. All of them are oiled up. And then I'm going to use Flare to attack the surface. I don't know if I attack him, if it'll also set him on fire. We're not going to risk it. We'll experiment with that when we don't have 6 fucking enemies or 5 fucking enemies trying to beat the hell out of us. So we're going to set this oil slick on fire, and hopefully it's going to create some madcap environmental situations. Boom! So they're all on fire. And one of them is dead? No. They're all trying to... Oh, yes. We killed one of them. And so now they're trying to get the hell out of that oil patch. They're completely slowed, though, which is really great. Did I kill both of them? No. This one is still going, and he is on fire. This one is also on fire. Second actions. Examine. Okay, he's burning. And he's oiled. Okay, cool. So I think let's see. Let's see how, because we still have a guy behind me. So I'm going to go ahead and, how many, okay, this takes only 3. So I'm going to go ahead and curse this guy so that he's cursed and he's weak. Nice. I'm going to curse him, and then I'm going to see if I can't use my wand spell to finish him off. Hopefully it finishes him off. Well, he should die after, yep, died with the burning. Now, whose turn is it? It is, okay, it's my my pyrotechnic. And what I would like to do is finish him off as well. So let's do that. Cool. And so the only one left, I believe, yeah, is this guy down here. Okay. So we'll go ahead and cancel a turn. And he misses. So, the target cycling. Cycle through target with R1 and L1. Oh, that's nice. Well, he's the only one left. He's super cursed. I forgot what curse actually does, though. He's cursed. So curse chance. Oh, God. That's horrible. That is bad. And his damage is... Wow. Malediction is nice. And I believe it was 100%. Unless a person has, like, massive curse resistance, which they don't, this is a terrible spell to hit someone with. Okay. So, I think we got this. Let's go ahead and hit him with our Staff of Magus. He takes 14 damage. And we'll go ahead and end our turn. And just so we can see what it looks like, let's go ahead and summon a nasty spider. Summon a nasty spider. Nice. Look at that. And it looks like the spider is going to act next turn. Yes, it is. Okay, awesome. So, what is this? This is weakening spider by 100% chance to set weakened, but he's already weakened, so we don't really... I wonder if these stack. This would be a good thing to check. Okay, so to use this would cost 4, but to attack him would cost 5. And so I can't do both. So what I'm going to try and do, just so we can see, because I don't think we're going to really lose this, let's see if the weekend status will stack. And let's see, did it? No, it did not stack. So that's okay. Let's see what it says. Oh, I can't. I want to go to the combat log. It looks like you cannot. So I will go ahead and end his turn as well. It looks like you can't. Yeah, it looks like you cannot go to the combat log from here. He completely missed again. Tactical view. If too many enemies are concentrated in a small space, you can press up to get a top-down view. Change combat highlights in the game options to increase combat clarity. Okay. Let's see what, tactical view is. Okay, blue is... Looks like it's your party or your friends. He's sitting in some bullshit. I don't really know what that is. Okay. Let us regenerate on Lady Joanna, so she took a hit. And then we'll go ahead and Staff of Magus. Oops, where is it at? Whoa. We'll go ahead and Staff of Magus on this jabroni. Oh, wait a minute. Lady Joanna, no, not the spider. Here we go. The Cursed Servant. Boom. Okay, nice. I don't like this tactical view right now because I don't really need it. So her flare is back up. So let's go ahead and use flare. And let's see. No. There we go. Don't attack your friends, dummy. Go ahead and use flare. Boom. Nice. Nice work. Nice work.
Their leader said something about escaping with a
You
stone.
can't let that happen.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside?
I'm pretty sure we can. All right, let's take our loot. Wow, she really likes being healed. Let's get our loot. Old wooden earth staff. It'd be equipment. Hold R2 and point. Okay, so same thing. Let's go into your inventory. Toxic grenade. Oh. Spidey died. Water arrow. So let's see if this staff is any better than what we already have on. And it's not. It worked a little bit more, but we'll keep the Source Hunter's Earth Staff. So nice. So a pretty decent start to the game on Tactician mode. Although something tells me that would have been a lot rougher fight if I wasn't rocking two mages who basically just, murdered the hell out of everybody. We kept them slowed, hit them with some nasty fire, death to fire, malediction, basically made the range unable to hit me, and massively decreased the amount of damage they were doing. So, this two-mage setup, I'm not going to take a whole lot of credit for this victory. But that is a really good place, as any, to stop for this episode of Divinity Original Sin, the Enhanced Edition, on a rousing victory. Hopefully you will join me for our next episode as we continue our way into the Temple of Doom, where apparently we're going to be chasing after some mysterious stone. All right, everybody. See you then.